never really thought I would say this, but I'm glad you came all the way out here. It's nice to have someone to spend time with again. I think I'd forgotten how nice. I can't exactly go back there. I'm not welcome. And even if I was, I don't think I'd want to go back. There's too many painful memories. I think I'd much rather stay here and make new memories with you, and I understand that you came all the way out here hoping to fix things. I don't know if they can be fixed. I don't know if they can be fixed. But what I do know is that you laying here next to me is the happiest I have felt in a very long time, and I would not risk that for anything. So what if we just met? I haven't seen another person in a really long time. No one comes out here. No one comes to see how I'm doing. No one cares. Except you. I don't really know why you do. And I want to believe you. I really do. I really do. It's just, how could that be? You are far too kind, and what you should do is go back to your village and meet a nice human and live a full life there. Yeah, I did say that, and it would be wonderful. I don't think that's I don't think that's really an option. Because even if you could, even if you can get them all to understand that it was nothing to do with me, that it wasn't my fault, I was chased out of there with torches and pitchforks, like some sort of monster. I don't want to go back. If there was a time machine, and I could go back in time and make sure none of that ever happened, I would do it in a heartbeat, but there's not. And I can't. And it just hurt so much for so long. I don't see that changing. I admire your optimism. I wish I had that. It's one of the cutest things about you. For starters, you have the cutest laugh I've ever heard. The cutest little stop it, but please compliment me more smile. Maybe in this case, cute's not the right word, but you have the most enduring and hopeful spirit I've ever seen. Especially considering the history, right? Your family was shattered that day. And to be able to look past that and see the good and try to improve things, well, I do think it's foolish, but it's also incredibly sweet, incredibly cute, incredibly adorable. Because I mean it. I do. You remind me of someone I used to know. Oh no, we were never that close. Just friends, occasional, oh, what's the word? Coworkers, from time to time. You remind me a lot of him. That same ambitious and optimistic outlook. That's a rare thing. It's a wonderful thing. Well, hold on now. There are plenty of wonderful things about you. Some of them you demonstrated quite proficiently last night. But I'm talking about your personality right now. Because I don't. You are probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And I haven't exactly met millions and millions of people, but still, that means something. Well, I don't know exactly what. I know it means I like you. I know it means that you are going to be going places with your life. Places that you shouldn't be dragging me along with. What you should do. And this is coming from someone with a little bit more experience than you. Figure out what it is you want for you and do that. And this is the sweetest thing. The world doesn't really care about what's nice or what's right. The world only cares about what people take for themselves. No. If only it worked that way. I understand I can't make a decision for you. And I already said I really enjoyed your company. A lot. No, I did. I'm only trying to talk you out of this because I do think it's a very bad idea, not because I don't like having you here. No, we only just met, but I can usually read people pretty well. Plus, you don't smell bad. You know, some people have a different smell and they're really just out for themselves. Well, I was banished, but also I've just avoided it completely because that entire city reeks of selfishness. You don't. You're different. And my experience, the people who are different are the ones most likely to be taken advantage of. And I don't want you to think I'm taking advantage of you to get back in that village. I firmly believe that you should go back and never even tell anyone you talked to me. Honestly, you would have a better, easier, more fulfilling life if you do that. You would have a better, easier, and more fulfilling life if you do that. You would. I know you would. I know it. You don't need the burden of me and all of my baggage weighing you down. It's amazing. As last night was. As amazing as getting to talk to you has been. It's not the way things should be. Because I care enough about you, even though we just met. I care enough that I want what's best for you. And it's not me. And I know that. You're right. It's not my decision. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thrilled to hear you say that after so long of being so alone. It's wonderful to have someone who I really believe cares. But it still isn't right. No, because maybe I was one of those people who was so optimistic and hopeful and thought the world was such a great place until reality showed me how wrong I was. And if you keep spending time out here with me, if you start trying to convince people I did nothing wrong, reality is going to come for you too. And you don't deserve that. You really, really don't. It would be better for you. Well, even though I'm trying to tell you you shouldn't, it's still good to hear. Sorry, I know I'm a depressive mess. Why don't you try living alone in a cave for 10 years and see how you do? It's difficult, especially after having spent so many years being celebrated and appreciated and to just have it all taken away. I know I keep going in circles. I don't want that for you. It's your decision. God knows I would love you to stay. But I also don't think it's the right decision. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm probably going to keep trying to convince you. Even if you keep saying no. Even while you keep saying you won't listen. You're a fool. An adorable, lovable fool. And if you insist on staying, I will cherish every single second I get. I'll do everything I can, to show you, to explain, to make sure you never ever doubt how much I care. No, it's only because I care. All I wanted was another round like last night. I wouldn't be trying to talk you out of being here, would I? But don't get me wrong, it was so good. But I don't want to be selfish. You say you'll stay? If you say you'll stay, I'll enjoy every single second I can. Every one of them. I still don't think you should. I'll tell you what. Since you are not giving up on this, you have another round in you. I would love another round in me. And maybe we'll see how we feel after. Well then, come here. God, not only are your lips so cute, they taste and feel so good.